Today's very latest news coming to you first from the fabulous Pattaya Media Group here in Pattaya. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you. Prime Minister Anutin intends to end the historic alcohol zoning system nationwide in favour of allowing all pubs and restaurants to remain open until 4 in the morning or whenever they choose to close. This as he also plans to negate the current ban on booze sales between 2 and 5 in the afternoon, which affects all retailers including shops. Pubs, though, are likely to still be subject to commercial planning permission and not to be allowed inside residential areas to avoid noise issues. This is he's also instigating a plan on card playing, something which has seen a revival recently as poker schools were allowed to play legally. The Constitutional Court ruled this week that the Extradition Act, affecting the removal of foreign nationals upon the request of their home country authorities, is not unconstitutional and is totally legal. The confirmation decision paves the way for numerous deportations, including a Chinese man wanted in China for 700 million bahts worth of online gambling scams. It also means that complying with requests from Western countries will be a lot easier to facilitate here and will see criminals removed faster. 36 M79 grenades were discovered by police in Songkhla province after a tip-off led them to check out a package being mailed there. The logistics company was temporarily evacuated as munitions were removed and the senders we're told are being traced. Following the continued online trend to sell cheap and sometimes dangerous goods here in Thailand, which has been blamed for the death of a 10-year-old, Consumer Protection Police tracked and traced multiple appliances said to be potentially lethal. The 10-year-old girl was electrocuted by an hairdryer earlier this month, and this week has seen raids on supply houses, netting nearly 14,000 reportedly substandard appliances. It's easy to blame the buyers, as in this case the dryer sold for a mere 89 baht. But reality is that that amount of money is significant in many households. This week's raids saw hairdryers along with curling irons and hair straighteners, all seized at 4 different storage locations. The heads of the Pheu Thai party have confirmed the resignation as leader of Paetongtarn Shinawatra and also that the future leader will not be a member of the Thaksin Shinawatra clan. She made her resignation formal yesterday, opening the path for new and perhaps fresh leadership within the party ahead of the election in a few months' time, but will remain a party member. On Koh Phangan, police raided a rental company and arrested 7 people, mainly Russians but also Burmese, accused of running the car and bike rental business using a nominee shareholder to hide their investment. That then is the initial charge. However, the raids followed multiple complaints to police. The tourists had been refused refunds of their deposits and had had their passports held by the rental agents, which is illegal. Discovered during the raid were some 400 motorbikes and 24 cars, with some claiming that checks on the bikes revealed a dubious history of ownership. Meanwhile at home, 4 Japanese men here on holiday have been fined this week after being recorded on CCTV in a hair salon where 2 of them assaulted a stylist. The shop owner was cutting one man's hair when a mother's hand travelled from her knee upwards as, much to her shock, he raised the hem of her dress. 3 have now been fined, but the errant groper was nowhere to be found and may have fled back to his homeland. And the regularly congested Soi Buakhao area was subject of a planning meeting this week that will result in more one-way sois, something which has proven successful so far where a trial was put into place some while back. Combined with a parking plan that will see sides rotated for vehicle parking, thus widening the road for traffic, and some completely no parking areas, the popular tourist region is hoped to see less congestion ahead of the tourist season. The odd and even parking day program, already in effect in other areas, has proven successful, seeing long-term parking no longer an option, but has led to confusion for many in understanding which side is today's side to park. Thai winter is of course now officially here, And that's clear to see in today's predictions of the real feel of just 33 at the hottest part of the day. The Met Office predicts highs of 32 dropping down to 25, a cloudy and windy day.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.